So we out here. I don't know where we at. We in Alabama. Bro, tell them where we at.
Yeah, we're in a different state this time around. Yeah, Montgomery is the city
Montgomery,
of the
Alabama.
location. Yeah, yeah. Down
I did say state, didn't I?
Yeah, I mean,
We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it.
It's all
We're
good.
not gonna talk about it. So what's the occasion?
Well, we are here for our co-hosts' marital nuptial weekend extravaganza.
You and that bull rope. We here cause Calvin get married. We here cause this man right here get married.
I don't know
You're
what
too
he was
big,
talking about, first of all.
Right.
It was a long explanation to say I'm getting married. Really
Yep.
long.
So we got Calvin, y'all know who that is. Y'all seen Ro before in the Porsche video. Justin over there in the shades, looking kind of retarded. Big Baby over there with the hat pulled down. Biggie over there. How you feel, Calvin? First of all, tell YouTube how you feeling right now.
As of right now,
Yes.
hungry. That's
Okay.
That's your priorities.
There's some slight mishaps with the food arrangements,
Right.
but
That's why we're recording this video, because
yep, we have nothing else to do right now.
And then we can't get in. Like, the building's here.
This is the building. The food is here. This is the food right here.
We just can't get into it. Okay.
Anyway, y'all, Calvin get married. I left my parking lights on. Okay, so what are we talking about today, y'all? Is this a supercar? Right here, you see my wife's purse in there?
The great debate.
Give you a view from right here.
Great debate. It's supercar hype. I'll give it that. That's a good start.
Okay, first of all, what is a supercar from both of you? We're gonna start with Ro first. After that, if we can turn this auto. Okay, now we good. All right.
Supercar.
All right, I'm gonna get both of y'all on this thing. All right, so what is a supercar? Ro.
To define supercar, I think it's more than just denotative. It has some connotative effect to it as well. Supercar is not just numbers or you know, lap times or horsepower, torque. It's more of the experience too, of course. So it has to kind of just hit you when you see the car. Oh, that's probably a supercar, or that, like, I get the vibe of supercar.
Right.
You can't just like try to do an algorithm that leads you to this would become a supercar based off of all the components or elements that it possesses. The car gives me the vibe.
Okay.
As the Z06, I would say it does qualify as supercar. Because it's not just like a premium semi 2-track edition version of like an established performance car. It's more than that, I feel like.
Okay.
And that's just impression-wise.
Cal, first give them your definition of supercar and then tell them what you think.
I don't really have a definition of supercar simply because I feel like the term supercar and hypercar are kind of retarded. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you go from car to supercar to hypercar. Like, where's the line from supercar to hypercar?
Right.
See what I mean? So, like, it's kind of dumb, but I get it. You know, I get people say that. So if I had to define a supercar, I would say something that not only has the numbers to back up its performance and show its lap times and horsepower and straight line figures and all that stuff, but it also has some type of exclusivity to it. Like, everybody can't just go have one, and it has to be something that, like you said, it kind of gives you a vibe of a supercar. That being said, in my mind, Z06 is not a supercar. Yeah. At very best, I'll say it's America's supercar. I'll give it that.
So
I'll give it.
Okay.
I'll give it America's supercar.
You don't have domestic and supercars the same.
Yeah,
sentence.
no. Because when I think supercar, I think Lambo, I think Ferrari, I think McLaren. These are supercars.
Okay.
I don't think Corvette.
Right.
Now, though the Z06 has numbers to beat, a lot of Lambs, Ferraris, and all that stuff, so does the Z01. Are we gonna call the Z01 a supercar too? And then we're gonna call the ACR a supercar? Are we also gonna go back and say that the old M5 with the V10 that beat the Gallardo was a supercar? Like, where's the line? You know what I mean? Like, anything that just happens to have the numbers isn't a supercar. Like,
right.
I respect it, don't get me wrong. The Z06 is, like I said, it's America's supercar. It is the best thing out of America, period. Like, ACR is faster on the track, but overall, this is the best car out of America. But in my mind, personally, this is not a supercar. It's close. It's America's supercar, but in general, it's not.
I have an argument with that. Ro, cameraman.
All right. Back at him.
No. So, he said it's not a supercar. Okay, that's cool. I mean, because like I said, this is your opinion, really. You know what I'm saying? I can say a Lambo in a supercar. I might look retarded, but I can say it. You know what I'm saying? But I think what we need to first define is what is the difference between a supercar and an exotic. Because to me, those are two different things. Supercar and exotic. Because I would say that the Viper is a supercar. Because to me, a supercar is, whereas like you said, like you mentioned like the M5 and other crap, to me that's not. Because one of the first things, like Ro mentioned with a supercar, is the vibe it gives you. just when you see it, like, do people notice, like, oh my God, what is that? And I don't see that every day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, also just the experience, low profile, all that. So when you say supercar, it's the performance, it's the experience, it's all that. Two-seater, I do think a supercar has to have 2 seats. You gotta have 2 seats, so them 5's out already.
I agree.
But, did you get that toss in there?
I probably missed it.
But I think that it is, obviously, I mean, I titled the video that, but I think it is because of the performance, because of the experience it gives you, because of the rarity of it. So I think that's one of the major things with the supercar is rarity. So it's got to be rare.
Right.
There's not a lot of Z06s running around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of Vipers running around.
Right.
There's not a lot of Ford GTs running around.
So yeah, I was gonna present the Ford GT.
So those 3, I would say they're
Calvin, you can't say
American
Ford
supercar
GT is
because
not a supercar.
even if he said it's American supercar, it's still a supercar, isn't it?
So my thinking on the matter is,
and I won
from a level of exclusivity. So you said it has to be something that you don't see every day, right?
Yeah.
Now, is anybody genuinely gonna make the argument that the exclusiveness of a Huracan and a Z06 are even? Like, if a Huracan is a supercar, are you genuinely gonna say that there are just as many Huracans as Z06s on the road?
No, but a Centenario is a supercar too, but there's way more.
A Centenario might be a hypercar. That's what I'm saying. Where's the line? Like, what do we get to the point where we go from car to supercar?
Hypercar
like,
is.
What makes a car a supercar?
I think hypercar is almost purely like the valuation of it. Distinguishes that.
And most hypercars,
which makes it much more rare, obviously.
Power, right? Like the hypercar, like the LaFerrari, the P1, and the 918 all use some form of like hyper power. Like,
does that make the i8 a hypercar?
No. But the performance kills that.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's definitely priced for me.
Like you said, what's the algorithm that says, like, at what point is it a hypercar? Like, it has to have an electric
It's gotta
motor,
be priced.
and it has to run at least a 10-second quarter mile, and it has to do a 715.
No, hypercar and sports car.
What's the cutoff?
There's no cutoff. It's a feeling.
What? I feel good when I drive my M3. Is that a supercar?
No, because they have 4 seats, and you see them every day, or more often than other stuff.
I see E92 M3 just as much as I see this. Does that make it a supercar?
No, because it has 4 seats.
Oh God,
that's true.
And it doesn't perform with Lambos.
I mean, you don't see busted Volvos every day. Does that make that a supercar?
Yes, you do see busted every day.
You can't pick 1 or 2 of the or 3 of the elements. It has to be the composite. Like, look at all of the elements.
It has to be the feeling. It has to be the feeling.
Like I said, I get. Okay, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I get both sides of the argument. I get why you could say it is a supercar. I don't disagree with him that it's a supercar. Just in my mind, it's not a supercar because. And it might be because of my bias. Y'all know I'm heavily German biased. I like Euro stuff. So in my mind, a supercar has to be something that you can't just go get. Like, though the Z06 is like a 90 grand car, surely some of our subscribers could go get a Z06. Like, right now, I could leave here and go buy a Z06. I can't leave here and go buy a Huracan. So that's kind of my thinking. Like, it's not something that like I could make the decision one day. Literally, I could be like, try the M3. I'm gonna get a Z06. I couldn't just wake up and be like, try the M3. I'm gonna get a Huracan. It wouldn't be very smart. I could get a Z06. That's the way I look at it. To me, it's kind of something that is not as easily attainable. Like I said, I could leave here right now. But a lot probably go. I can go here tomorrow and buy a Z06.
That's you though. Most
I can't go to the lamp. Well, I mean,
what percentage of people really buy a Z06?
Are you gonna say the percentage of people that can buy a Z06 is the same that can buy a Huracan? Because you can buy a Z06.
It's slightly
less.
Yeah,
but it's in the same.
It's very little though.
Come on, dude.
It's
the same people who can buy a Z06. Because think about it. These
then you're just making it a number, like money thing specifically.
These people who had these Z06,
dollar amount.
People who had these $80,000 trucks and stuff could have bought a Z06. So those people couldn't have bought a Huracan.
So is an R8 a supercar?
Yes.
So if you go buy an old R8, is it still a supercar?
It wasn't. Yeah. You got to go by new prices though.
Yeah, I think so.
You got to go by new car prices.
New model, new price.
Because I mean, still go get an R8 though.
At the time, when it was released,
when you drive up, nobody will know what you know.
How much is a new R8? R8 B10 Plus. How much is it?
It's like 200 grand.
I can't buy that right now.
No, I'm talking about a used one. They're like 90 grand for a used one.
But I'm saying you got to go by new car prices. New car price. This is 90 grand.
No, you got to go buy. Can you go get one right now? You could go get a R8. You could, right?
You got to go buy a new car. If you're gonna compare it like that, the depreciation is gonna change the whole scale on everything.
You said it has to be you can go get it. He can go get it. Therefore, it is a.
It has to be something that I can buy.
There's some concept of that because some cars do not depreciate, even if they are like supercars.
Okay, so is the GTS, the AMG, is that a supercar?
No. AMG GTS. I don't need. As fast as, and y'all know I love sports cars. That's my favorite brand. I don't consider the Turbo S a supercar. I consider it a supercar performing sports car.
Yeah.
But it's not a supercar.
Yeah, it's a sports car primarily.
It's a very, very, very good sports car, but it's not a supercar.
GT3 RS.
I agree. The only sports car or supercar that Porsche made was the.
I feel like this gives you more, because part of a supercar is it's got to attract attention. I feel like this attracts more attention than a Porsche. That attracts more attention than a GT3 RS? This and a GT3 RS pull up beside each other. Not a RS, but a GT3 though. I don't think so, bro. Because the GT3 looks kind of crazy. What y'all think? Now, Ro, what you think?
I don't know. Wait, what were we talking about? The RS or not the RS? GT3.
And a Z06 pull up. Are you going to look at, like, which one are you going to look at first? Which one's going to draw your eye to it first?
Probably the Porsche.
I know which one my eye's going to.
Yeah. I mean, because this looks like a much improved version of the regular C7, but it is still a C7. Mm-hmm. And of course, there's still like a base model for the 911, but that RS looks like a
regular GT3,
like a race car. Like it looks like
it feels like a race car. The only difference.
What you think, bro? Do you know what GT3 looks like?
It just looks. To me, it's both of you guys are right, but technically it goes off of what's up under the hood and makes it a supercar. Point blank. Period. I mean, you got some cars that are supercar and don't look like this, and then you got some that's like way better than Lamborghini. So personally, I think it is a supercar because of what it can do, the kickback in it. And he still has a point saying, price tag too, but some got a price tag and look like I can do better than that. So I personally feel like this is a supercar. Personally,
it's not even necessarily there. Yeah, that's why I say it's the thing about supercar and all this stuff is like there's no way to define where the line is from car to supercar to hypercar. Like there's no way to define what is what. So you gotta kind of, I mean, it's your definition. It's like, for me, like I said, it comes down to performance and how exclusive it is. Simple as that. That's how I look at it. Like, performance can't just be the determining factor, because in that case, a Z01 now has to be a supercar.
A what now?
A Z01, a Camaro Z01.
No, but it's the feeling. It's all of it. It's
the
feeling. It's the performance. I mean, because you can take a Civic and make it faster.
Some of you can say a Z01 is not gonna give you the same feeling as a supercar.
Don't look like it.
A supercar don't come with this look. I mean, it's got the same powertrain. No, but I'm saying when it just pulls up, it's a Camaro pulling up.
Right.
This is a Corvette. Come on. It's a difference between it.
Camaro and Corvette are largely different cars. You can jump over this thing. If I was LeBron James,
that's when it becomes a perspective thing. Because for me, like I said, the way I grew up, this is just a Corvette.
But you agree though.
Other people are like, oh my God, it's a Corvette.
No Porsche.
I'm like,
none of the 911s look like supercars because they look like race cars, like sports car race cars. That's what they look. They don't look like that. The car has to be longer. It needs to be super low. You need to jump over that thing when it's running.
So there's another thing. You guys need to jump over it to be a supercar?
I think so.
That's another. You know what I'm saying? There's too many factors you got to throw in. Like, now I have to be able to jump over it. What if I can't jump that high? What if I have no height?
Well, add a portion there.
This is true. Well, pretty good argument. You two, what do y'all think? Is the Z06 supercar?
Yeah, y'all need to comment below. I want to see his argument. Hey, what's that dude that be coming on everything? Trayvon Adams?
Yeah, Trayvon Adams.
I want to see what he has to say. I like that guy, by the way. I like him.
Play no defense, whatever that dude's name is.
Yeah, the defense cat. HBK. Yeah. I want to see what he has to say. Who else always be commenting? What my guy,
something Adams. Oh, we gotta say Trayvon Adams.
Yeah, the other guy, the original Premier Pippin. He changed his name. Oh, yeah. Harold E. You want to see what you got to say? Anybody, bro, just drop your comments.
Mike, comment below too. Mike, if you're watching this.
Yeah, Mike, I want to see what Mike has to say. Mike always has a very convincing argument.
Yep. A, is the Z06 supercar? And B, comment below and let us know what your definition of a supercar is. Because, like I say, it's kind of a blurred line, like I've been mentioning. So, it can go either way. So, great discussion. I think. What you think?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, we've argued this before, like several times. So,
yeah, comment below, let us know all that. And thirdly, let us know what supercar you want to get. So let us know all that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and y'all, let me mention this because I don't think people are doing it. When you subscribe, make sure you hit the little bell so you'll get a notification every time we drop a video.
Because the videos are coming, y'all. Y'all see we back to being consistent on y'all.
Back to back.
Make sure y'all keep
the drinks on the going back to back. Free meat, by the way. Free meat. That's it, man.
How you gonna sing the Drake song and then say free meat?
Oh yeah, that is.
That's
I did it though.
It's like singing.
I can do what I want.
Like singing a Ray Ma song and saying, you know, like what's up, Barbie? It's like,
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. You about to get married, dog. How you feel? Like, it's lit. Turned up in this thing, boy. It's lit, bro. It's lit. I mean, hey, it's a very surreal feeling. Like, you know, when we was practicing the thing, I told you this is kind of crazy. Like, this is realizing that this is about to happen to me. But, you know, I think everybody should make that move at some point in life. Like Tay said, black love is still alive. Like, I think instead of walking around here getting every chick you can find pregnant and just dating all these random chicks and off them off, like, you know, actually find somebody to love and build something with. Because I know, I told you, my parents came from eating tuna sandwiches to, you know, where they are now because they work together as a couple. So, yeah. But anyway, that's it. Cal, D, Noah Drive 229, Deuce, Nina.